6 little things that are costing you big money. Ladies, welcome to Single Moms Make Money. This is the place where you will gain knowledge on how to make money. For regular updates, please hit the red subscribe button and tap the bell icon. Now let's make some money. What's going on, ladies? If you've been a long-time viewer of the channel, you know that we talk a lot about saving and investing money to build long-term wealth. And as good as we might think we are saving money, there are a few things that we don't think about much that might still be draining our bank account little by little. So today, let's uncover these little leaks in your finances that might be costing you money right now as we speak. One of the most common ways people lose money right under their noses regularly is with credit card interest charges. Credit cards have the highest interest rates of any bank loan, where some go up to 25% interest rates, but credit card companies do not calculate your debt yearly. It is calculated daily. This can make the interest that you pay much higher or much lower depending on how you manage your account. So for example, let's say that you have $3,000 in your credit card balance and you have a 20% April means annual percentage rate to calculate your interest rate. So divide your APR by 365 days. Some banks divided by 360, so we get 0.056% daily interest rate. Now let's get your average daily balance. Since your interest is calculated daily, we need to get our average daily balance, and you can get this by adding your daily balance and dividing it by the total number of days of the month. For simplicity, let's say that you did not add any balance to your card and you did not make any payments throughout the month. So say your daily average balance is $3,000. So now let's multiply our average daily balance by our daily interest rate and multiply it by the number of days of the month. For simplicity, let's say 30 days in a month. This gives us our interest for that month, and we got $50.40 interest. Those are $50 are coming out of your pocket every month that could have gone to your savings or investments account. This is especially dangerous if you only pay the minimum payment allowed. If your minimum payment is $75, this means that $50 out of those $75 go to interest in that your loan. Minimum payments are a way banks make more money from you. If you have a credit card balance, it is recommended to not just pay the minimum amount, but try to pay it as soon as possible. Now, interest does not apply if you do not carry the balance to the next month. If you pay your total balance before the following month, then you will not pay any money in interest. There are two main options to avoid these unnecessary charges. Number 1, pay your balance in full each month. This way you won't be charged any interest on your daily balance. It can be better to have a smaller savings account and a credit card balance because the interest that you're paying heavily outweigh the interest that the bank pays you for having a savings account. And two, if you already have a big balance, a good idea might be to find a loan or a card that has no interest rates, or at least a lower interest rate than you already have, and transfer your debt to the new credit card and try to pay it as soon as possible. Now make sure to talk to your financial planner to find out what is the best route for you. This example is for illustration purposes only. Another unnecessary way people lose money is with overdraft and late payment fees. In many cases, a simple change can save you hundreds of dollars. In many cases, people are not aware of their bank account balances and end up spending money that is in there, creating negative balances in their accounts, causing overdraft fees. Now, how many times does this happen? You get paid, you put money in your savings, you pay your bills, and there's some money left over for you to enjoy and spend. But there's always that one small bill that didn't come through until after you spend some money, and all of a sudden you are a couple of dollars overdrawn. According to a study, the average overdraft fee is $33. This means that if you have overdrawn even by $1, you end up paying around $33 in overdraft fees, all due to that one charge. Another fee that can bleed your account of cash or late payment fees. This can be dangerous, as in many cases late payments are tied to your credit, and if you have a few of them, this can hurt your credit, making it harder to finance anything, get a good apartment, or even increase your interest on any loan you get. If there are late payments on loans, this could not only charge you a fee, but it also means that this fee will be added to your debts, which will now be used to be compounded. In other words, you will not just pay a fee, you will have to pay the interest that the fee produces. These fees can potentially make a dent in your bank account and your credit, but they are absolutely unnecessary and fairly easy to fix. By organizing and understanding your expenses, you know how much you will pay, how much comes out of your bank account. You can make sure you are not left vulnerable to overdraft fees, and by using automated payment systems and/or schedules, you can make sure you are not missing any payments, avoiding those late payment fees, and keeping your credit score strong. Now, something that lurks in the dark leaking money out of your account are monthly subscription fees. Now, many of them are things that you want, things that you signed up for with the intent of using continuously. But there might be a few subscriptions that might still be there. Even though you don't use it, can be things like free trials that you never canceled, services that you only wanted to use once but forget to cancel, or even things that you wanted to use but don't use, things like magazine subscriptions, online learning platforms, or even gym memberships. I know that you have all the intention of going to the gym and getting those muscles, but if it's not in use, it's taking money out of your account every single month. According to a study, over $1.8 billion a year is wasted in unused gym memberships. Fitness clubs can legally sell more memberships than they can physically hold, since gym owners know that only around 18% of their members will use the gym consistently. For example, a study showed that Planet Fitness sells an average of 6,000 memberships per gym when the facility can only hold 300 people. Now, of course, going to the gym is great, but it can fall under unnecessary expenses if they go unused. So it is always a good idea to go through your bank or credit card statements to check for unused subscriptions that are taking money from your bank account every month. Number 4, the college. Now, I know this is a controversial one, but stay with me here. College and university prices are no joke. A 4-year degree can cost up to $40,000. And in many cases, more new college students are encouraged to go to college, even if they don't know what their major will be. They are encouraged to decide while they're going to school. Switching majors mid-career is common. According to the U.S. Department of Education, 1/3 of students on a 4-year degree switch their major at least once, and it's worse for science majors, with 40% of their students with a science major ended up switching majors. This increases the number of classes the student has to take for their new career, which makes the classes they already took and paid for obsolete, not to mention that some college careers did not give the return on investment to justify the large expense. Now, many careers are lucrative and need a college education. These are typically specialized careers like doctors or nurses, attorneys, lawyers, or accountants. So if college is something that you want to do, it would be a good idea to do your research and avoid paying more than you should. Number 5, seasonal fashion or fast fashion. The fashion industry has created many ways to encourage customers to consistently buy clothes. Fashion trends are so effective that we have names for them. We have seasonal fashion, where people go and buy new clothes to match for that season, or fast fashion, where companies take it a step further and have a never-ending continuous stream of new fashion at low prices to encourage customers to shop regularly. In her book Overdressed, Elizabeth Klein writes how in the 1930s the average American woman owned an average of 9 outfits. Today, each buys more than 60 pieces of new clothing every year. In many cases, these are clothes that we end up wearing once or twice and end up collecting dust in our closets. According to Fairtrade.org, the UK spends £27 billion on clothes each year, with no sign of slowing down. Number 6, gaming or in-app purchases. Did you know that the game of Fortnite generated over $3 billion in in-app purchases in 2018? A survey showed that 69% of players spent an average of $85 in app purchases inside of the game. These are called micro purchases. They don't tend to be expensive purchases, but slowly add up. And this is only one game. A study found that iPhone users spend an average of $58 in app purchases in 2017 and growing in 2018, especially with the growth of popularity of Apple Pay. Again, these can be small, unnecessary purchases that slowly add up and take money out of your pockets. In the comments below, let me know what are other ways we might be unnecessarily spending money on that I did not cover here. As always, ladies, thank you for watching, and let's go make that money. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and bell icon for future videos. I will see you next time. Toodles.